Welcome to today's IRS tax refund update. In this video, we'll cover the latest refund release schedules, ongoing issues facing tax filers, and key IRS transcript codes affecting refunds. We'll discuss the next batches of refunds scheduled for release this week, why some tax filers haven't seen updates to their refund status or transcripts, the action required message, and the two main reasons behind it, the meaning of IRS transcript codes 570 and 971, and what they indicate about your refund status. Let's get started. Latest tax refunds released. The IRS has confirmed that the next rounds of refunds will be released on February 25th, 26th, and 28th. Direct deposit recipients should see the funds in their accounts by the refund date or earlier, depending on their bank. If your refund hasn't arrived, allow 5 additional days before initiating a payment trace with the IRS. If you are receiving your refund by paper check, expect it within 7 to 10 days of the posted refund date, but allow up to 30 days before requesting a trace. Additionally, all refund holds due to the PATH Act affecting those claiming the Earned Income Tax Credit and additional child tax credit were lifted as of February 17th. If you still see a PATH Act message, don't worry, it will disappear once the Where's My Refund system updates in the coming days. Important tip: if your refund status hasn't updated, check your tax transcript for code 846. This code confirms that your refund has been released. Why your tax transcript may not be updating. Many tax filers are reporting no updates to their refund status or tax transcripts since filing. Here's why this happens. The IRS typically updates transcripts within 2 weeks of filing, but it can take up to a month, especially early in the tax season. The official tax season start date was January 27th. If you filed before that date, your 21-day processing window doesn't start until January 27th. While most refunds are processed within 21 days, some may take longer due to IRS verification checks. The IRS Action Required Message. What it means: some tax filers are encountering the yellow Action Required Message when checking their refund status. This typically happens for one of two reasons. 1. The IRS needs additional wage verification. The IRS detected a possible issue with the wage or withholding amounts you reported. You will receive a letter requesting documentation such as a W-2, 1099, or pay stubs to verify your income. In the past, filers had to mail these documents, but now you can upload them online for faster processing. 2. IRS ID verification required. The IRS selected your return for identity verification, often randomly. You will receive a 5071C letter containing a 14-digit code needed to complete the verification process online. While the IRS states that refunds may take up to 9 weeks after verification, most filers receive their refunds within 2 to 3 weeks. IRS transcript codes 570-971. What they mean: some filers are reporting IRS transcript codes 570 and 971 on their tax transcripts. Code 570 indicates the IRS has paused your refund for review. Code 971 means the IRS is sending a letter regarding the issue. How to interpret these codes: if 570 and 971 have the same date, the IRS has resolved the issue and will release your refund soon. If they have different dates, the issue is not yet resolved. Wait for the letter to arrive to see if action is required. This tax refunds Final
Final
thoughts.
thoughts,
Let
let
us
us
know
know
in the comments scheduled the next batches of tax delays or tax return
February
issues.
24th and
We'll
25th.
continue to monitor
as
IRS
by
updates
refunds
and
provide
provide
new
new
information
information
as
as
it
it becomes
becomes
available. If your
Don't forget
refund
to
is
like,
scheduled
subscribe
for
for the
direct
latest
deposit,
IRS refund
most banks will
updates.
process the payment on the
Thanks
posted
for
refund
watching.
date or even earlier. However, allow up to 5 additional days for the funds to appear in your account before contacting the IRS for a payment trace. Many of these refunds were previously held due to the PATH Act, especially for those claiming the Earned Income Tax Credit (EITC) or Additional Child Tax Credit (ACTC). PATH Act refund hold updates. The IRS has begun releasing refunds that were previously delayed due to the PATH Act. If you were affected, here's what to expect. Some filers may still see PATH Act messages when checking their refund status, but this is normal. The IRS system updates once daily, typically between midnight and 6 a.m. EST. Based on previous years, some taxpayers may receive their refunds before their online status updates. IRS refund freeze code 810. Some tax filers are seeing IRS code 810 refund freeze on their transcripts. This code is applied for various reasons, including credit verification for EITC or a CTC Idaho verification requirements, self-employment income reviews W-2 or 1099 income verification IRS fraud detection programs if you see code 810. Expect to receive an IRS notice explaining the issue and the next steps. IRS notices. You might receive. The IRS is sending out several notices this tax season, including Letter 2644. 30-day notice indicates that additional processing time is needed, often due to employer wage verification. The CP05 notice requests additional documentation, such as pay stubs or tax forms, before processing your return. CP75 notice sent to those claiming certain tax credits like EITC, requesting proof of dependence, e.g., birth certificates or residency documents. If you receive one of these letters, respond promptly to avoid further refund delays. Rejected tax returns. What to do? Some filers are experiencing tax return rejections due to errors in their submissions. Common reasons include incorrect Social Security number or dependent information mismatch in tax form details, missing IRS-issued identity protection PIN IP PIN. If your return was rejected, carefully review all entered information and correct any errors before resubmitting. New tax refunds. Next release dates. We are currently in one of the busiest weeks of the tax season, as PATH Act refund holds are finally set to be lifted. Key refund release dates: February 18th, 19th, next batches of tax refunds, excluding PATH Act refunds. February 20th, refunds released, but unlikely to include PATH Act refunds. February 21st, the first batch of PATH Act refunds may start going out. Week of February 24th, a significant number of PATH Act refunds, earned income tax credit, additional child tax credit, will be released. Important note: to confirm if your refund is scheduled for release, check your tax transcript and look for the 846 refund issued code. Tax Topic 152. What it means for your refund. Many taxpayers are seeing Tax Topic 152 when checking their refund status. Tax Topic 152 is a normal message that simply means your return is being processed. In many cases, the code may disappear without issue before your refund is approved. Other tax topics to watch out for: Tax Topic 151, possible refund adjustment due to an issue with your return. Tax Topic 203, refund reduced due to debts like child support or unpaid state taxes. Tax transcript codes 570-971 explains some taxpayers are seeing 570 and 971 codes on their IRS tax transcripts. What do these codes mean? If the 570 and 971 codes have the same date, the IRS has resolved the issue and your refund should be released soon. If the codes have different dates, action may be required before your refund is approved. Possible reasons for these codes: IRS needs additional verification such as W-2 or 1099 income confirmation. Claiming earned income tax credit EITC or additional child tax credit as CTC. A de-verification required before processing continues. No updates on your tax transcript? Here's why some taxpayers still see no tax return filed when checking their transcripts. This is common early in the tax season due to high volumes of returns. Transcripts typically update within 2 to 4 weeks after filing. Since the official tax season began on January 27th, we are still within the standard processing window. Check your transcript daily, as updates occur overnight between midnight and 6 a.m. Eastern Time. ID verification, a major cause of refund delays. A top cause of refund delays in 2025 is the IRS requiring ID verification before processing your refund. How do you know if you need to verify your ID? You will see an action required message when checking your refund status. You may be asked to enter a 14-digit code to verify your identity. The IRS will send you a letter, Notice 5071C, with the verification instructions. This issue will not resolve itself. You must complete the verification before the IRS releases your refund. Most verifications can be done online through the IRS website. Final thoughts: next steps: check your tax transcript for updates. Look for the 846 refund issued code to see when your refund will be released. If required, complete ID verification as soon as possible to avoid further delays. Still waiting for your refund? Let us know in the comments. We'll continue monitoring IRS updates, so be sure to subscribe for the latest refund news. Hopefully your refund will be on its way soon.